The resurrection of Jesus assures me that I will live forever in heaven. Now, don't rush past that one. Now, if you're young, you're thinking, oh, that's nice, but I'm young and I'm very attractive. I know because I just looked at myself in the mirror, and I have a picture of myself as my wallpaper on my iPhone that I like to look at. And yeah, and everything's good, okay, but guess what? You're not going to always be young. And as you get older, and as the effects of gravity kick in, and you're going to start treasuring this point that I've just made. Or maybe one day everything's going fine and you get a call from a doctor that says, we've done these tests and the results are not good. You need to come in immediately. Or something else wakes you up to the fact that life could end for you just like that. But the good news is, because Jesus died and rose again, I can be confident that I will go to heaven. Now, we don't want to think about death on a day like today. It's Easter. We're thinking about brunch and other things. But listen, Easter was the day that death died. And when did this happen? Death died when Christ rose. Because Jesus rose, I will rise. Because Jesus died, I will never die. You might say, well, Greg, you're in denial. You're going to die. Oh, no, I know that. I understand there will come a point when this body will cease to function as it does now. But at the same time, I realize that in another way, I will never die. Because Jesus said, I am the resurrection and the life. He that believes in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. And whosoever lives and believes in me shall never die. Listen, death is not the end of the road. It's only a bend in the road that winds to the paths that Jesus himself has gone. When Jesus died on the cross and rose from the dead, he conquered death. We're told in 1 Corinthians 15, when our perishable bodies have been transformed into heavenly bodies that will never die, at last the scriptures will come true. Death is swallowed up in victory. O grave, where is your victory? O death, where is your sting? I heard a story of a father and his little boy that were driving along, and they had the windows in their car down, and a bee flew in. And this was really a serious issue because this boy was highly allergic to bee stings. In fact, if he were stung, it could be fatal. And the little guy began to panic, understandably. And the father reached out his big hand and grabbed that bee and clenched it in his fist and held it there for a moment, then opened his hand and the bee flew out. The little boy started panicking again, and the father said, son, don't worry, look at my hand, the stinger is gone. He can't sting you anymore. The father took the sting for the son. And at the cross, Jesus took the sting of death for you. The tomb is not an entrance to death, but to life. The moment we take our last breath on earth, we take our first breath in heaven. That's because of the death of Jesus and his resurrection from the dead.